to Taking a Page on Reiki episode 2. So yes, hi, I'm so glad to have everyone back here, and yeah, today we are going to talk more on Reiki, especially I'm going to touch on something that is very essential to any Reiki practices, but it is not being talked about enough. It is the Reiki Gokai, or the 5 principles of Reiki. So yes, on Reiki Gokai, again, I believe everyone can see the Reiki Gokai popping up here. So yes, let's talk about the back history of Reiki Gokai itself. Okay, so yes, when Master Usui sets up the Reiki Usui Reiki Gokai, which is also can be translated into Usui Reiki Healing Method Society. Okay, he actually written this Reiki Gokai as the core teaching of Reiki itself. Yes. But yet, despite that being the core teaching, I personally found or experienced that many teachers, they have actually neglected to pass, the Reiki Gokai on, or if they do mention about Reiki Gokai in their lessons, they might, just bring it up as it is something that you should know, it is something that you should memorize and leave it at that. Okay, without going deeper into explaining what the Reiki Gokai is, what is its intention. The whole passage itself is that contains the objective, the mantra itself that we all familiar with. Yes, and then there is also the instruction on how you can use it. So yeah, I'm going to go word by word to kind of like explain it in a bit. But yes, that is why I do think that because so many teachers they neglect talking about this, they either brought it up and just bring it across. So I want to bring more attention to that, to allow everyone to get some information on what Reiki Gokai is, and why is it so important, why is it the core teaching of Reiki. But yeah, it's like it's not mentioned enough about. Yes, there are many gems and wisdom within it as well, and I'm going to share with everyone within this episode. So sit tight, be relaxed, and you get a lot of information over here. You do not have to agree with everything, but yes, if you do, know that you can use this wisdom into your life, integrate them into your life. You don't have to follow everything, but just part of it, it will be good enough. Yes. Yeah, I also want to bring up one thing is that there are many Reiki master teachers, especially Reiki master teachers in Japan. But I do know that some other Western Reiki practitioners, they do have this understanding of Reiki Gokai as well. And yes, they do believe that the Reiki Gokai is actually written in a very specific way in order to activate Kotodama. Okay, and Kotodama itself is the best translation I can give to everyone is it is called word spirit, which is meaning that the word, when it's phrased or formed in certain ways, written and sounded, it can actually evoke the power within the words to help someone to create a better habit, to heal, etc. So from what I see, is also very similar to affirmation. When we are phrasing words in a certain ways, that we can actually evoke the power within that to help us to achieve healing in a certain areas. So yeah, that is Kotodama, and it is known, it's a known fact among many that Master Usui himself has a sort of mastery over Kotodama. He has studied under the Buddhist temple since he was young, and then he actually have a lot of knowledge on how to utilize words, and it is believed that he also incorporate that into Reiki. In Reiki, traditional Japanese Reiki itself, Kotodama is actually one of the practice, but it is being is lost on the way to the West, simply because many teacher to find that it is hard to translate words into English and still activate that Kotodama, and eventually it just lost the way. But if you want to, you can always search and do your research, go and find some teachers who teach Kotodama and learn about it, because it is a very powerful practice, and it will be very beneficial for everyone to incorporate that into their life as well. So yes, yeah, like before I go another mile on Kotodama itself, because I am very passionate when it talks about all the energetic practice, etc. So let's do not go too much into it, and we are going to go back to today's topic, which is the Reiki Gokai. Yes, so let's look at the Reiki Gokai itself. I'm going to read once, okay, in Japanese, as in I'm going to read the whole passage itself, and I'm going to also give everyone the translated version of it, okay? So the passage starts from right to left. That is how the traditional Japanese is written. So yeah, let's look at it. Okay, so the first line over here, we're going to start over here. So first line over here, starting with Shofuku no Hiho, then Manpyo no Reiyaku, and then going into the something that we are more familiar, which is Kyodake wa Ikaru na Shinpai su na Kansha shite Gyo o hageme Hito ni shinsetsu ni 長席学唱して心に念じ口に唱えよ心身改善Usui Reiki Ryoho. Okay, so the translation over here, okay, it goes: the secret method to invite abundance and happiness, the remedy to a million illnesses. Even if just for today, I will let go of anger, I will let go of anxiety, I will be grateful and give thanks for my many blessings, I will give due consideration to my work and be kind to every living being. Have your hands closed in front of you. Morning and night, repeat the 5 principles silently in your heart. Saying these 5 principles out loud would help you to change your heart and mind. Usui Reiki Ryoho. So yes, there are a lot of interpretation on this 5 principle itself, okay, but yes, the most popular one, I have to say, the most popular one you found out there online, or maybe from teachers as well, it's just the it's just that 6 lines starting from just for today. I will not be angry, I will not worry, I will be grateful, I will I will be diligent and be kind. Okay, that is basically the version that I found online most of the time, and that is the version that a lot of teachers, I believe, that they teach it this way. And while that is nothing wrong with it, because that is the most direct translation of it, there is also lacking of bringing across the nuance, from the Japanese word, from how Master Usui want to translate it into like what he wants to say, what intention he actually meant behind those words. So yes, let's look at the whole thing itself. Like we are going to focus on the first 2 lines and break it down. Okay, so the Reiki Gokai, okay, started with the secret method to invite abundance and happiness. Okay, this is one of the objectives that Master Usui has for Reiki to help people achieve. He wants Reiki practice to help people to have a happier life, to have an abundance life, So yeah, that is why it is the first line. Okay, the order of the line is very important, because the first that is being listed there is the most important, and then followed by the second, and then the third, the fourth. Okay, so the first objective over there is really to teach people on how to invite happiness or being content. Understand that, okay, this bring it back to Reiki history. Understand that when Master Usui, okay, he actually, how he got Reiki, he was actually in search for this life purpose, which he was told that he can achieve only when he achieved Anshin Ritsume. And Anshin Ritsume is a state of state of existence where a person is content and they are feeling happy and being okay, being accepting for everything around them. Accepting does not mean agreeing, okay? Yes, but yes, that is the unseen Ritsumi. And if you look at it, yes, Reiki Ryoho, right, is actually not meant to be just healing. It was said that Reiki Ryoho itself is Master Usui's way of teaching others to achieve unseen Ritsumi without needing to go through the length that he went through, which he actually meditated and starved himself to death for the 21 days. So he actually created Reiki to, help others to achieve the unseen Ritsumi without going to the extreme condition that he went through. Yeah, so that's why he, when he listed Reiki Gokai, he started with, hey, I want this Reiki Ryoho to help everyone to achieve the unseen Ritsumi. I want to help everyone to achieve that happiness state, that content state, that you just feel okay with all the problem around you. And yes, when a person is okay and content and happy, they are going to have less stress, they are going to have less worry, they're going to have less problem with everything around them, and that would lead them to have a healthier life. And hence the second line is to, saying that the remedy to a million illnesses. The remedy is basically the person having a happy, healthy, content life. Yes. So yeah, Reiki does not just help one to become healthier, but it's a practice to bring more harmonies and peace into someone's life, and that is Master Usui's intention in this whole teaching. So yes, we're going to talk into, go into the Kyodakewa, the just for today part. I'm looking down, looking at my notes, one moment. So yes, the Reiki Gokai itself, especially the translated version, okay, it does look like it's limiting one from feeling their anger and anxiety as how it is worded. Like, the translated version always go like, do not be angry, do not be worried, be grateful, okay? So it feels like it is limiting, feels like it is teaching one to not feel or gloss over all their negative emotion, but it is not that, okay? Why is it not that? Because there's this one line in that which is Gyo Hageme, okay? Gyo Hageme can be translated into I will be diligent, or over here my translation over here is that I will give due consideration to my work. But one of the more one of the translation that I really like is taught by my teacher Yuko Sensei. I'll link her Instagram down below on the description as well, so that everyone can connect with her if you feel called to as well. Okay, so she actually, when she mentioned the Gokai to me, she said Gyo Hageme, the best translation to help one understand is that to do your best. Okay, like that is the key phrase over there. It's like, it's not asking you to not be angry, it's not asking you to not be anxious. If you have those feelings, and you are doing your best, understand that you're doing your best. That is Gyo Hageme. Okay, so yeah, like it is always important to remind yourself that, hey, I am doing my best. And another very good phrase to look into it, like I mentioned before, yes, the first line is always a very important one, hence they are the first line. Okay, and the first line in the Reiki Gokai is just start with, even if just for today, even if only for today. Okay, that is a very important line, because it reminds us that whatever happened, okay, it is just for today. Like if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling anxious, allow yourself to feel it just for today, and then tomorrow you can do something different about it. But tomorrow does not matter, yesterday does not matter as well. Today is what matters. This moment is what matters. So yeah, it's like not yesterday, because how you did yesterday is no longer important, not tomorrow, because we shouldn't worry about what is going to happen tomorrow, since it's not here yet, and we won't be able to know what will happen or what would not happen until it is here. So do your best today, right now, at this very moment, because this is the moment that you can make a difference. So that is, you know, the thing that the Master Usui want to bring across, like, just for today, do your best. Do not be angry, do not worry, do your best to be grateful and be kind. If you can't do any of this, it is okay. You are doing it just for today. You're trying your best. So yes, yeah, like, there are wisdom in these words, and I hope that, you know, with this explanation, it bring those wisdom across to you and allow you to understand and have more appreciation of the Reiki Gokai, you know. And I hope for any Reiki master teachers who are watching this, please pay more attention to the Reiki Gokai, because it is, you know, a very important foundational practice for Reiki itself. Yes. If you have any you know, any other interpretation, if you have any other you know, you catch other wisdom from the Reiki Gokai, feel free to share them below in the comment as well. So yes, of course I'm going to finish you know, the rest of the passage before I let everyone go. But yes, also that the next few lines, okay, the next about 5 lines over here, okay, like Choseki Kaksho Shite Kokoro ni Nenji Kuchi ni Tunaeo. Okay, so this one is basically an instruction, and in Japanese practice, they believe that when person doing this, okay, and closing their eyes to repeat like the Gokai to themselves, this position help them to concentrate. Okay, 心心头一致. So it's like helping them to focus their heart and mind into one. Okay, and when you are repeating the mantra to yourself, when you're doing this, it is actually the belief is that it is actually more effective, because you are concentrating, you are bringing more of your concentration to saying that mantra. So Master will say, teach everyone, like, you know, you can just have your gaksho, and then you just repeat that in your heart. You can say it out loud, it does not matter, but say it morning and night, like when you start the day and when you end the day. You can spend those time to reflect on yourself, how you did on today, and if you didn't do very well, if you're still angry, if you are unable to be grateful, if you're still anxious, it is okay. Remind yourself that you did your best, and then you can have a, you know, have the morning mantra to yourself to remind yourself, hey, I'm going to do my best today, to not carry all those negative feelings with me throughout the day, regardless what happened yesterday, you know. So yeah, he also like say, like, if you're doing this day and night, with the reminder in the morning, with the reflection at night, that will help you to change your heart and mind. And that is the intention of Reiki Ryoho, you know, Usui Reiki Ryoho itself. Yes. And yeah, I hope that bring more insights, that bring more understanding to the Reiki Gokai itself. If this helped you, please feel free to leave a like, you know, subscribe. You know, I'm here for every Thursday. I'm looking forward to see everyone, and you know, to share more Reiki wisdom with all of you. Yeah, so looking forward to see you guys next week. Bye.